Hello, beautiful Taurus. My name is Ivona Rose, and welcome to my channel, Rose Healing Light. Thank you for being here. I'm really happy that you are here. This will be a reading and with a spiritual guidance for the month of December 2022, and this will be good for your Sun in Taurus, for your Sun sign, for your Moon sign, Ascendant sign, also for Venus, and for any other placement in your chart wherever you have Taurus. It will apply to. So let's I also, okay, one other thing is that I connect also with the angels and archangels when I do the readings. So I've already asked Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to be with us and to stay with us through the reading, to send us protection and blessings, and to make sure that I can also deliver the best possible messages that I can for you today. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already pulled the main cards for you. So we will start with a theme for the month of December for you, for the Taurus people. And the card is, it's Mintakan, which is just a soul tribe from like the ancient people. But the main, I think the topic here is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah, I'm feeling basically that's, yeah, it is to do with you perhaps longing or maybe searching for a new home, or longing for a home, or trying to perhaps manifest, right, or build a new home for yourself. So anything to do with home related aspect and issues. But it also is about belonging, so feeling the belonging to, it could be to a group of people, but I actually feel more that this does relate to your home, or to a place where you can feel like at home, right? So yeah, actually you can take it both ways. Either it's your own, like it's your physical home, so maybe you are looking for a new location, maybe you're looking to move, maybe you are trying to manifest, right, and create, so maybe you are at an early stage of manifestation for home. But the belonging could also mean that obviously you just want to feel, so it's about the feeling and knowing where you belong, right? So sometimes maybe you want to go and find a new job, but at the workplace you also want to feel like at home, right? Or maybe you want to just feel like at home within yourself and with yourself. So I think it also relates to that. And let's go. So we've got 3 cards. So I've pulled now 3 tarot cards, which will signify a bit like past, present, and future. So we start this way. Sorry, guys. Just so you can see. Yeah, we've got, sorry about the glare. We've got 6, wow. Let me just show you the way they are. 6 of earth, 5 of fire, 5 of fire, and 9 of fire. So let's start with the 6 of earth. The 6 of earth card. Yeah, that's the card. It's a card in the past position. And it talks actually about like the receiving, is like about the give and take. It's about obviously giving and receiving. It could be in any way, like in a monetary aspect, financial, but it could be anything else, like giving and receiving, you know, between, let's say, you and a friend, or you and other people, like giving your energy, for example, or your time, or anything else. So there's a bit of an exchange here. I think because it does, obviously, coming back to your theme, which is about home, right? Or feeling like, or feeling that you are at home. Perhaps you are being asked, I feel like maybe in the past there has been some issues with regards to, I don't know how much you have been receiving, or maybe you haven't, I don't know, maybe in a way you couldn't find the right home for yourself. For example, maybe you've moved somewhere, or maybe you shared with people, or maybe you shared with a partner. And I think there was obviously a bit of an issue where you, like, for example, you didn't feel you have received enough. I think the way I'm sensing it at the moment, it's more about you receiving the right amount, or you even contributing. But I feel like maybe there's a little bit of like an unbalance or imbalance between you and someone else, or you or within a home, right? Where you probably weren't receiving enough. And this probably will have to somehow maybe be addressed this month. And I have, so the clarifying, so the card which also goes with that is another again, my apologies for the glare. I'm just trying to show it to you. Anyway, it's the Journey card. So it's a card from a different deck. Yeah, and coming back, I think coming back, it is all about home. So coming back, I feel you are being reminded that I think finding the best home or the ideal home for yourself, it's a journey, right? So I think let's start talking like just about the physical home. I know I've had the same, to be honest, and I've lived in different places, and I even live in a different country now, but to my home country. But I feel like the reminder is that remember that it's always a journey, that we journey from home to home or from a place to place, because we get to know ourselves better, right? We get to know what we like more. Maybe we get to know different places. Yeah, and I think the main point is just to just remember that it's a journey, right? So wherever the journey has taken you before, whatever you needed to learn, maybe about, I don't know, maybe not having the right home, or to be honest, maybe there you have had issues in the past or in the childhood or in your past lives as well, right? So I think this is probably coming up. Okay, it's obviously coming up. It seems like, sorry, it's coming up in December to be addressed a little bit, right? Yeah, and this obviously, so the next card, because the next card is the Five of Fire. Five of Fire does represent, Five of Fire does represent a little bit of conflict. So it is actually a card that can represent conflict. It can be minor or major. I feel like it's more about, kind of like different energies coming in, but coming back to your home, to your surroundings. It can be maybe difficulties with other people. So if you are sharing your home with someone, there may be, but actually it doesn't maybe feel like it's conflict, but it's like a lack of congruence with others, lack of alignment maybe, or maybe something that you don't like anymore. Maybe you can just find the right harmony in home. If it's about you finding home elsewhere, or for example, maybe you feeling like at home with yourself, or maybe feeling at home, for example, at the workplace, right? It's probably the same message. There is obviously some disturbance there. There's obviously a little bit of different energies, a bit of conflicted, maybe a bit of difficulty, in terms of like not agreeing with other people, or maybe with the place, or maybe with the place wherever you are in at the moment. And this comes, all right, and this comes, sorry guys, and then this actually comes with a card, with a community card, right? So on the other hand, I'm just trying if you can see the card better from this. Yeah, but I do have a clear, I apologize, but this is probably the way the light comes into my room, right? So obviously, as I said, this can relate to a home, as a physical home, and where you and who you are living with, right? Or who you live with. But also it's a community, right? So the other aspect, the other portion of it was the belonging. So we sometimes may be part of communities and we may still feel alone or a little bit lonely. Sometimes we feel like we don't belong to any community, right? So obviously people surrounding us, or people who we live with, or maybe people who we work with, and so on and so forth. So this obviously, this kind of conflict, or this lack of congruence, or maybe even a small discord may come between people. But remember that everything happens for a reason, right? There's a purpose to it. So I think whatever happens is, I feel like Archangel Michael is saying, just allow yourself to, it's a challenge, maybe it's a little bit challenging, and maybe but it just happens to show you that maybe there are some issues that need to be addressed, and then some lessons from the past integrated. So this is how it's come to me, that some lessons around home and around belonging, and also belonging maybe to a community, need to be integrated, or need to be looked at again. Maybe you need to do some of your healing work, your shadow work, or inner work, and to understand yourself a bit better, right? And maybe to decide also where you want to go, or maybe where you want to be, right? So I feel like it's probably nothing major, but any conflicts or any discongruence that comes in, it's probably coming in just to help you maybe to make better decisions, right? And to move on from it. The last card is Nine of Fire, and the Nine of Fire, Nine of Fire is more about, I feel like I need to read it for you. So it says, don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage, and believe in yourself. So yeah, so I think it does feel like protection is quite strong, so protect yourself if you are in a place where where you don't feel maybe very safe or something. But I think it's also because we've talked about the journey, right? That it's a journey about maybe finding better home, maybe it's a journey towards finding better place, for example, to live, and or manifesting a new home, maybe manifesting even a home with a partner. Then this card, and maybe that this has been a long journey for you, right? Potentially you have had challenges and various different maybe setbacks coming up. So maybe you were trying to buy a home and you couldn't find the right place either for yourself. So this card is telling you also don't give up. Have faith, believe in yourself, but also believe in the universe, and believe God, and believe in the higher power, that there is definitely a new home for you, that there is a new community for you, there is a new way of belonging, or there is a community where you will feel, let's say, accepted, and also you'll feel you can find a belonging with, which is coming in the future. I think this is a future card, and we do have so don't give up. And it does come with the angel, it comes with an angel of strength. Okay, that's a bit better. It comes with the Angel of Strength card. So this, to be honest, this is probably the confirmation that you have the strength to keep moving, and to keep moving forward, to keep clearing some past maybe issues, some past patterns from home, from maybe even childhood, from the past. And and you will find the right, I feel like you will find the right solutions, you will find maybe the right advice. And you will know what steps you need to take to obviously keep moving forward. Don't give up. Definitely have faith in all of this. In the aspect of environment, I also have another card for you. That's page. Wow, that's better. It's Page of Air. Page of Air is a lot about communications, and what I have been feeling actually was about conversations with people, actually. So even though there may be some discord coming up here, where we've had the community card, right? Or maybe some aspect of, again, lack of congruence, as I said. So this is something that you may feel inside of yourself, like at the end of, but also this card is just confirming that there will be conversations with other people, there will be maybe messages coming to you, and they will help you find I think find the clarity of your mind, and maybe find the way to find what you are looking for, right? So maybe I actually, I'm just trying to feel into it. It does feel like obviously you're like the search for home, for example, or maybe for the new location or something that you associate with home, or finding the belonging with a group, or maybe with another person. Like if this has been a struggle in the past, then there seems to be there's a little bit of maybe issues and challenges coming up. But if you can but by resolving those issues, or by looking at them maybe from a new perspective and doing your healing work, remember to continue to do your healing work, do your meditation, you can resolve something this month, and maybe you can come up with it actually does feel there is a bit of a block, but at the same time it's a process, right? So once you are resolving some issues from the past, there'll be definitely freshness of the mind. Actually, we do have I wanted to say new ideas, but it does feel there is a bit of a blockage, and it's not maybe but there'll be some clarity coming to you, because the outcome card, so let me just show you. So this is obviously about messages also coming from other people, or any kind of messages. It could be messages from spirit as well, right? And conversations with people, so conversations about home, or whatever it is that you would like or you don't like at the moment, and so on and so forth. So some valuable obviously insights from the conversations will come through. And Ace of Air is actually the outcome card, so that's obviously, so that's also, it is a beautiful confirmation about the new, I feel like it's probably a new beginning. So I don't know what, so there is, let me just ask Archangel Michael, because any time I want to say that, for example, there is there's a clarity coming in the mind, or there's maybe a new idea which way you want to move forward, I feel that there's a blockage in your heart, right? But regardless of that, Ace of Air is the card of seeing clearly, right? And it's probably, it's the card of, okay, it's the card of truth and honesty. All right, so this is landing a little bit better. So again, with any issues and anything that is blocked maybe inside of you, you need to be, yeah, so there'll be some truths coming up. There'll be some truth coming up because of other situations, and honesty. So I think you're probably being advised also to be honest with yourself and with others about it. Yeah, and then you'll be able to find, so I think with these conversations as well, make sure that you, yeah, make sure that you are looking for the truth. So look for the truth within, and look for the truth, what is being shown to you in your surroundings, for example, right? And maybe what other people are kind of showing you and speaking to you about. So truth and honesty, actually, probably more. And the yeah, just to make sure, that's just to maybe bring you a little bit of a better clarity in the mind. And I do have one more card, which is actually the card of the challenge. And this maybe, so this obviously relates back maybe to our 5 of, which is the Knight of Fire. And I've already, yes. So this is a person, so that's a person which probably is related somehow. This person, well, it comes as a he, but it doesn't have to be a he, right? But it's the person who is somehow connected with your home. I don't know if they're really living inside of your home, but they're connected. So they may be even like an estate agent, for example. There may be someone who has some, let's say, vested interest into your home. It can be, it actually does feel like it can be your parent, but it does come as a knight. So kind of someone who kind of comes in and does a little bit of stir up, let's say, a bit of trouble, like a bit of a troublemaker. But I feel like this is related to that 5. So we've had that 5 of fire card, which is a present moment also. So it will, so you may, so anything that you experience, any conflict or any lack of congruence or lack of agreement or lack of alignment, right? Yeah. So it does seem like there may be one person who is bringing this on, but then yet again, I think the whole message, out of understanding that a bit of a difficulty behind it, is that this is bringing you a lesson. It's a lesson from the past, and it's something that maybe it is time, I think it's just waiting to be resolved in a certain way. Yeah, so it's, yeah, apologies. Any it's kind of, yeah, so the energy, to be very honest, I do feel a little bit like a blockage inside of me whenever I say it, but the whole situation is what it is. And it's probably about resolutions of some past conflicts as well, right? And I feel also like it may be relating actually to also maybe look back, do some inner child work as well. So for those who do healing work, do your meditation, your inner work. Yeah, inner child means that look at your childhood as well. So I think all the conflict, so the conflict is prominent. It's something about your home. It's something that you may have experienced in your parental home. And it's an unfinished lesson. So it will come up to challenge you a little bit, and also with the person, but you definitely have the strength. Yes. So now is the strength card. You do have the strength to resolve it for yourself, and also to probably draw, let's say, enough conclusion or a conclusion so that you will be able to decide, yeah, how to move forward from that, right? Yeah. And now it's coming together, guys, so which actually, it makes me happy as well. But it's that it is about home. So this is about, yeah, and about belonging. But take it as it applies to you, right? I feel it very strongly that it may be to do with the physical location, but also who you are living with. So I don't know if you're sharing with other flatmates or with a partner, or even if you're living on your own, then maybe you will have a problem, I don't know, with an estate agent, real estate agent, or maybe with a neighbor. Anyway, something to do with home, right? And also, I feel like something like planning for your future homes as well. So I think overall, I would say that, yeah, so overall, it does feel like this Ace of Air card does talk about some positive resolution, or at least positive, let's say, clarity and some breakthrough, let's say, in the mind, so that you can see something maybe clearly from a different perspective, and maybe move past something, right? Like a difficulty from the past. Let me, just to finish off the reading, I wanted to take, just a card or 2 cards from an angel deck by Kyle Gray. And so let me just ask for Taurus. Yeah. Transformation. So that's why maybe the energy, so it's actually quite a beautiful, it's a very, I think you can see the card, guys, right? Transformation. So so I feel like also, like the angels are sending you the message that you are supported. So this is an angel card, right? That you are supported by the universe, by God, by spirit, by the higher power. You are supported also, it seems like, by your belief system, which means that continue to believe in yourself and continue to kind of like, maybe not instigate, but practice the positive, let's say, thought patterns and positive beliefs that you want to, you like keep them up, right? You want to ingrain inside of you, and you want to have a positive belief about home. But the transformation does probably bring me back to the aspect that some issue from the past will come up, and you are being definitely requested and invited to kind of look at it maybe from a new perspective and try to resolve it. And there'll be definitely, so there'll be a chance, right? There'll be an issue coming up, and obviously transformation does talk sometimes about a bit of a difficulty. Finding ways, let me just ask Archangel Michael. Yeah, he says finding ways, obviously, for this transformation to happen, right? Do your practice. Again, I'm assuming most of you do meditation, your inner work, inner child work is recommended here. Any kind of healing work will be definitely very good for you to make sure that, probably, so that you can do some, you can transform yourself, so you can heal yourself, and then you can also approach the issue that is coming up from a new perspective, right? And I'm sure, and in the longer term, it will definitely work out best for you. So you may see the silver lining a little bit later on, maybe not in December, right? But it's probably not as scary as it seems. That's how I feel what I'm hearing. So, and remember that the angels and archangels are with you as well. So if you've practiced, if you've connected already with spirit guides or angels, then please, they are asking you to keep connecting with them. Keep connecting with spirit and meditate, and this will this will help you if there is any difficulty, right? All right, I hope you enjoyed the reading and you find it useful and helpful. Do share it with your friends, and also hit the like button and subscribe. I will very much appreciate it. And I hope to, so I'm wishing you also a great, so December is a Christmas month, so I'm wishing you a wonderful month, a good Christmas or a good holiday, and whatever you celebrate in December. And I hope to see you on my future videos as well. Take care. I'm sending you much love.